It's another beautiful day of sports and another beautiful day of sports betting. Let's talk all the way through it. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Jason, of course, with Winning Bets, giving you guys free sports picks every single day. I appreciate you guys kicking off your Thursday morning with me. I hope it's going good. Let's, of course, make sure we recap yesterday, and then let's get into the action for today. As you guys can see right there, yesterday we had a couple wins and a couple losses. The losses, we'll go ahead and talk about them first because they're on top of the tweet. How about that Nerfy there in the Tigers versus Rays game? Boy, Rodriguez, boy, did he have him a bad outing. He only lasted 1 out. Yeah, he got 1 out. He gave up a lot of hits. He gave up a lot of runs, a lot of walks. Didn't do a whole hell of a lot of anything. They yanked him. So obviously the Nerfy did not come through. First, 4 batters got on base. Yeah, that Nerfy, just a bad outing, obviously, from that guy. Only lasted 1 out, so he didn't quite get it done. Jordan Hicks, under 3.5 Ks, 2-unit bet. Once our Quantrill game got postponed there, the Guardians-Reds game got postponed, and we lost their other pitching prop. I went ahead and just threw another unit on Jordan Hicks. I absolutely love that play. Just didn't quite come through for us. Struck out the side in the first inning. It was getting beat up. I mean, absolutely beat up. Yet he ended up striking out the side in that first inning. Unfortunate right there. And then he eventually got another couple more to go over 3.5 Ks. Then we did get a couple of wins. We got that Dodgers and Yankees money line parlay. About as easy as a parlay as you can get putting that sucker together. So it was nice to see that come home. And then we took a couple players. With Josh Donaldson there of the New York Yankees and Matt Chapman there of the Toronto Blue Jays. Took both of those guys over 0.5 hits just to get 1 hit apiece. They both did that in their first at bat. So a no sweat winner right there. So down a little bit on the day, and down still very much on the week, and still have a few arbitrage dollars left. Man, we are stuck in purgatory, right? What was it? We've had 4 weeks go by. We've had winning. We've been profitable in 2 of those last 4 weeks. But it just feels like we just can't gain any momentum. Even though, like I said, we won money last week, so it's not all doom and gloom. We're doing okay. Just can't quite get any traction going. Hopefully today's the day where we can stack up some wins for you guys. Big day in soccer, as you guys can see right there on the thumbnail. Huge day in the Premier League. Couple of clubs obviously fighting for relegation are in action today. I'm hoping I can push the right buttons when it comes to soccer. You guys remember most recently, I've been just pushing the wrong buttons with soccer. You guys remember on Friday's episode, I talked about doing West Ham and Manchester United. Both teams have scored over 2.5. Talked about it, loved the bet, talked about I was laying off of it because the price was getting better. Price continued to get better. For whatever reason, I didn't pull the trigger. On Between the Posts, I was talking that Tottenham-Burnley game. I was talking I like Tottenham on the clean sheet at plus 130. I was talking I liked under 2.5 goals at plus 145. Didn't end up pulling the trigger on that. Liverpool-Southampton, midweek, pulled the wrong trigger. Gave out the wrong bet. What about yesterday's Europa League final? Told you guys I loved under 2.5 goals. That bet cashed. Did I give that bet out? No. For whatever reason, soccer just can't quite be pushing the right buttons. Hopefully today we're pushing the right buttons. Let's go ahead and talk our way through these 3 games. First game there between Chelsea and Leicester. Yeah, it wasn't no real part of it. I mean, sure, should goals happen? Sure. Certainly goals can happen. If you want to, drop in a parlay of 2.5 goals in some parlay, whether it's a soccer parlay or a mixed sport parlay, I think over 2.5 goals should certainly happen. Both of these clubs have absolutely nothing to play for. I think it should just be a nice old game of football between Leicester and Chelsea. I will not be going ahead and betting that one. The other one's got Everton versus Crystal Palace. This one's, God, it makes you scratch your head when you look at Everton. You play Manchester City extremely tough. You don't get a result, but you played them tough. They got screwed there late in that game. Hell, you beat Chelsea. You beat Manchester United. They've hung with the big boy clubs, the big boy talented clubs. And then in big spots the last 2 weeks, didn't do anything against Watford, finishing 0-0. Lose to Brentford at home. You think, under Frank Lampard, you're like, oh, Everton shows up for a big game. Again, Chelsea, Manchester United, Chelsea was the other one that they showed up for. And then they've got these 2 big games most recently. Watford, that's a big game. You got to do something against Watford. Watford's going to be in the championship. At home against Brentford last week. You've got to do something. So this is obviously a big spot. If they get 3 points, they will not be relegated. They will be safe if they can go ahead and get 3 points. But can I predict that they're going to get 3 points at home against Crystal Palace, a pretty damn good Premier League team? I can't predict anything in that match, so no bet for that one. What about Aston Villa versus Burnley? I'm going back to Old Faithful, under 2.5 goals. Under 2.5 goals for me in this Aston Villa versus Burnley game. Why do I like it? This bet did not cash in the reverse fixture. It was 3-1. but I don't think you're going to get anything like that reverse fixture. Because why do I say that? Well, that was about 50-50 possession. You saw each team had double-digit shots. Both teams had a lot of them on target. And what happened? Aston Villa's talent, Aston Villa's quality showed out, and they were the one to get 3 goals, and Burnley only got 1, and they got their goal at the very end of the game in injury time. So Burnley's going to know if we try and play this game against Villa, the same thing is going to happen. Hell, now it's at Villa's Park. So they're probably going to be even better. So why would we want to get into a game of football with Villa when we tried to do that at home at Turf Moor and it didn't go our way? We basically lost 3-0, 3-0, whatever, 3-1. That didn't work for Burnley at all. So I just think this game's going to be completely different. If they get 1 point, and I think that's what Burnley wants to get, is 1 point out of this game, you know what that does? That gets them out of relegation and puts Leeds in it. And how does Leeds going to perform on the last match day in the relegation spot? That's what Burnley wants to do. Burnley wants to put the pressure on Leeds. You're going into the last match day. You're in the relegation zone, not us. We were able to get a point against Aston Villa and claw our way up. So how does Burnley get that done? Staying under 2.5 goals. Keep it packed. Keep it tight across the back and give me under 2.5 goals. So I'm going to go ahead and roll with under 2.5 goals at -115 over at DraftKings between Aston Villa and Burnley. All right, so that's it. Those are just the 3 Premier League games in action today. We're going to go ahead and turn our attention now to baseball. We'll do so on the payoff pitch at 11:30 a.m. Eastern time. Small slate in baseball, only 8 games. But I think we found some good bets in baseball. I look forward to talking today's baseball slate with you guys over on the payoff pitch. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me on this morning. Let's have us a good day. Yeah, this week's been shitty. It's been shitty. But we're going to turn it around. We're still loving it. We love sports. We love sports betting. Well, let's have a good day. Hit that like button on your way out, and I'll see you guys a little bit later on the payoff pitch. Thanks for watching till the end. I'm Jason Mattis. Any love you can show by giving me a like, a subscription, or a comment, or even just share this video is very much appreciated. And don't forget to turn on your notifications to increase your chances of locking in the same odds as I talked about today. And check out my other great videos in these corners.